Hi, if you're watching this and you don't know who I am, you don't know what the Greater Exodus is, you don't know who teaches it, you don't know the variations, you are unaware, it's best that you go elsewhere. This is something I'm doing on behalf that I love, those I love that have the testimony of Revelation 12:17, where they love Yeshua and they're Torah pursuant. So that's why I'm doing this. Back in '07, it became clear to me that the Kabbalistic teaching of the Greater Exodus, and I'll explain that in later videos, why I believe that way, doesn't use Scripture as a foundation. It uses the myth, the teaching developed on a myth. It doesn't bear out. And I'm concerned because it's not a disfellowship issue to believe in this, but practically, those that are involved in this cloister themselves. They don't enjoy being with others. One of the reasons in '07, when I began to question this and talk to many people and do self-discovery, okay, why am I here? What am I doing? Everything like that. I'm basically going to go through the process that I went through. I'm saying, if I'm wrong, please communicate with me. My email that I check just weekly, just for this station, is omergrill@gmail.com. Keep it short, keep it to one point, less than a paragraph, or I won't read it. I will not have people that can't confuse me. And please, go to the literal part of Scripture. If you're going to be mystic, let's know it. I'm not saying that Kabbalism is wrong. I'm saying you have to understand the literal to get to the mystic. So don't think that I don't think there are going to be exoduses. America's been through two exoduses. The Wagon Hose West was voluntary, and the Indians put on the reservation, and the Trail of Tears, in Oklahoma was involuntary. Ezekiel 14:13 says, when a country sins, this is what happens. So yes, keep your bags packed. And what we're going to be doing with these videos, point by point at a time, is to go over most of the proof texts of the gathering of the Greater Exodus. Can also be seen in Matthew 24:31, 1 Corinthians 15:22, and 1 Thessalonians 14, I believe, 16 and 17, can easily be seen as the gathering that God talks about in Deuteronomy 31-4, where we are gathered by Him at the last trump, and we don't gather ourselves into a camp of righteousness. My concern is not only, and what I found out about myself was that I had a fear of the future. That's why I moved to Norman. And I became Gnostic. In other words, knowledge is going to save me. That's why every week I'd have to get on the 5-minute updates and I'd have to know. But Luke 24:45 says, and He opened their minds that they may understand the Scripture. Now, they're talking about Torah. That was on the road to Emmaus when Yeshua appeared to the two. And I found I want God to open my mind. Yeshua to open my mind. I want to hear Him. And yes, I prepare for the future, but I live now, I tend the garden now, which is our mandate. And when the end comes, I want to be ready. 1 Corinthians 10, 1-15 does not talk about the greater exodus. Get ready for the greater exodus at the end. It talks about being holy at the end. Read the context. Also, all the verses, proof text, Jeremiah, the couple verses in Jeremiah, and all throughout, if you read them, you will find they're about God gathering at the end. And my concern is, if we do something unscriptural, like go to a Greater Exodus camp, will that be a feeder program for the anti-Messiah that Matthew 24:24, I believe, warns about? So, I will email me. I care. I want not to just blab this out there. This is fairly discreet the way I'm doing this, but not everybody understood why I had to pull away. And I appreciate that. So contact me if you'd like. If you think I'm wrong, let me know where I'm wrong. Uh, let's fellowship over Scripture. Thank you.